Welcome to the Prep Zone and Happy New Year. My name is Grant Yenny, and tonight we're kicking off the new decade with Hannan at Covington here at Hubie Gallagher Gymnasium. I spoke with both coaches moments ago. Let's hear what they had to say, and we'll get to the action. Pregame with Coach Singletary. Coach, it's our first time covering your team this season. Can you give us a rundown on how your season has gone so far?
Well, we have a lot of young players, and last year, we didn't have any wins. So this year, we're kind of working on rebuilding the program, kind of getting things, back to how it used to be. We have 2 victories so far this season, and so we're just kind of hoping to build up that confidence a little bit for them.
And you're looking for your third tonight against Hannan. What's it going to take to beat them?
Better ball control by our guards, keep the turnovers to a minimum. Rebounding, we got a player that came back from a knee injury last year, that our bigger girl, that should help us out a little bit better this season. So I think we'll do a good job with that.
Pregame with Coach Standridge. Coach, it's our first time seeing your team in the Prep Zone this season. Can you give us a rundown on how your season's been so far?
It's been up and down. We've have struggled early on, but here lately we've played a lot better. Our aggression on defense is better. We're still struggling to take care of the basketball and make the easy shots. If we did that, we'd be a lot more competitive.
And what's it going to take to beat a team like Covington here tonight?
Like I said, we got to take care of the basketball. We got to make our easy shots and just continue our pressure on defense.
2-2 quick start here, tied up here at Hubie Gallagher Gymnasium. Hannan against Covington, and a throw in there from Hannan. Shot off the mark, rebounded there by Alonze Alexander, a junior, for coaches Bove and Singletary. That one put up and a foul is called. That'll send Regine Callahan to the line, a sophomore for the Lady Lions, coming back from a knee injury during her freshman campaign. First free throw is off the mark. Callahan typically averaging 14 points a game for the Lions. Second one goes. Makes it 3-2 Lady Lions with 7 minutes to go here in the first. Catherine Shooter bringing that one up. And that'll be a foul called on Brooklyn Blossman. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Hawks. Throwing across the court over to Alexis Dale. Good ball movement there by the Lady Hawks. This one put up stuffed. And Alonze Alexander comes down with it, looking to get it away. And let's see, a foul called. Called on Dale. So that'll be a throw-in for the Lady Lions as Callahan will bring this one in. Sends it in to Blossman. Ooh, too much on that pass. Goes over the head of Alexander and out of bounds in front of the Hannan bench. So now Dale with the inbounds pass to Catherine Shooter. A wide open Standridge. 3-point attempt up and drains it. Alexis Dale, the junior for Hannan, makes it 5-3. Hannan leads. 3-point attempt for the Lions off the mark. Rebound by the Lions. That one off the mark as well. Molly Banta comes down with it. Banta, just a freshman, but a 2-year starter for the Lady Hawks. And the bounce pass intercepted by the Lions going, oh no, they're going to call a travel. So Dale to inbounds. Sends it over. 3-point attempt. Off the mark from Shooter. And picked off. Standridge to Banta up. And the lay-in goes from Shooter. That'll send Catherine Shooter to the line. A senior averaging 10 points per game. And drains it. 6-3, Hannan over Covington. Here with just under 6 to play in the first. Ball knocked loose. Back to Blossman. Blossman, a junior, was all district in the 2018-2019 season. Three-point attempt is off the mark, and Banta comes down with it. So into Banta from the free throw line, off the mark. And that one tipped out of bounds. Inbounds to Blossman as she brings it up court. And that one tipped out by Alexis Dale. So that'll be a throw-in for the Lady Lions. Alonze Alexander will throw this one in. Alexander, a junior, averaging 8 points per game. Shot up. Off the mark. Good effort there from the Lions to go after it. And now putback goes from Alexander. Alexander leads the Lady Lions with rebounds, 12.5 per game. And that foul is called on Blossman. So Joy Henry will check in. A junior. This went over to Dale. Good movement there up to Banta. Banta puts it up. She's off the mark, and Covington comes away with it. Rose Janke. And that one goes out of bounds. Now a sub in for Hannan as Emily Moraine checks in. Tatum Benora comes out. So it'll be Shooter bringing it up court. Dale sends it to Standridge. And that called on Stafford. Good movement up to Banta. Battle for it. They're going to call it jump ball as Banta was battling it out with Alexander. So a throw in for the Lady Lions. Henry inbounds to Stafford. And Banta comes down with the rebound. Banta, leading rebounder, averaging 10 per game, already has 4. Banta out to Standridge. Good movement there, good vision. Shooter bringing it up, and she's fouled. That one called on Henry. So Alexis Dale, a junior for Hannan, inbounding this one. Dale committed to the Ole Miss Rebels to play softball. .348 to go here in the first. Hannan leads 8-5. As Shooter looks to increase the lead. That makes it 9-5. Second attempt up, sinks it. 10-5. Hannan leading. 3:48 to go here in the first. Aaron Stafford to Callahan. Good movement up by the Lady Lions, and that one off the mark and out of bounds. The turnover there. Shooter. Dale long pass to Standridge. And it'll be Aaron Stafford taking it the other way. 3-point attempt. And Banta comes away with the rebound. passing around the horn, looking for an open player. Gets it out to Standridge. Up and over the rim as Alexander comes down with it. And we will have a timeout on the floor. 2:49 to go here in the first. Hannan leads 10-5. Coming out of the timeout, the throw-in from Aaron Stafford. Shots up and drains it. Regine Callahan, mentioned before, averaging near 14 points per game for the Lady Lions, makes it 10-7. Hannan still leading here in the first, and Callahan takes that one away, gets it to Alexander. Bringing it up court is Henry. Here's a three-point attempt from the Lady Lions, drains it, and that ties it up here in the first. 2:10 to go here in the first, and tied up 10-10. Three-point attempt for Dale now. That went off the top of the backboard, and Covington is going back the other way. And there's Standridge. Takes it away, looking for Banta, and Covington picks it off. That's Stafford. And she'll be called for a travel. So an inbounds from Dale. Just off the fingertips of Banta, trying to reach for it on the pass. Covington bringing it up court. Henry. Three-point attempt. Jank. Follow up, doesn't go. And the foul called on the Lady Lions makes it Hannan ball. Shooter bringing it up court. She'll be defended by Joy Henry. Banta's fouled. So Banta to the line to shoot. Also Hannan's leading scorer, averaging 15 points per game. That went off the mark. Second shot coming. Drains that one. Gives Hannan the lead once again, 11-10. Very quickly moving up court is Covington. Over. Oh, and the foul called. That'll send Stafford to the line to shoot. Stafford has been on varsity for 3 years, averaging just under 3 points a game. Drains the first one. Second shot coming. And Stafford drains that one. So 53 seconds to go here in the first. That one off the mark. Banta gets the rebound and basket's in. So 13-12 Hannan. That one goes, makes it 14-12. 38 seconds to go here in the first. Foul called. A sub coming in for Hannan as Banta comes out. Aaron Stafford checks in. Through off the backboard. A lot of power behind it. Dale losing the handle on it. So that'll be Covington ball. Rose Janke to throw this one in. Going back the other way for the Lady Hawks. 3-point attempt, Standridge. Covington comes down with it. It's Alexander. 5 seconds, long shot. That'll go out of bounds and stop the clock with about 2.5 seconds on it. So she had time to come up and take a shorter shot there. Dale rolls it in to Shooter and puts it up at the buzzer off the backboard. So at the end of the first, Hannan leads 14-12. Top of the second, Hannan leading 14-12. This one into Shooter. Shooter to Dale. Gets it out to Hoover. Up good, passing there, but off the mark, and Covington comes down with it. Janke going the other way, looking. Oh, it's tipped up, and that'll be a foul. So that'll be Hannan's ball on a throw-in. Check that, it's the bonus. So Hoover that Standridge to the line to shoot, drains the first one. Second shot coming. Second one off the mark. Blossman coming up court for the Lady Lions, gets it out to Stafford. Battling for it, that'll be a jump ball. Alexander and Dale both went for it. Three-point attempt off the mark. And Shooter brings it up court. Standridge, good pass there, puts it up. No. Covington comes away with the rebound. Good way to haul it in there by Blossman. Three-point attempt for the Lady Lions, drains it. Aaron Stafford. And that's tied up 15 apiece here in the second. And that'll be a travel called on Hannan, so a throw-in coming for the Lady Lions. And that pass tipped out by Dale. Stafford to throw this one in for the Lady Lions. Three-point attempt off the mark. Hannan takes it back, looking to get it up to Standridge, and it's picked off by the Lady Lions, and that'll be Covington ball as it was knocked out of bounds by Amelia Standridge. So Alexander will throw it in for the Lady Lions over there on the far side. Double teamed, gets it to Blossman for three. Drains it. Covington has the lead, 18-15. Shooter bounce pass out to Standridge. Now zips it back to Dale. Up and a miscommunication there, and that one knocked out of bounds. Dale was looking to get it there to Emily Moraine as she was running toward the basket. Moraine didn't see it coming. Dale bounce pass, great aggressive play by the Lady Lions there. And now Shooter gets it back for Hannan, but a travel is called. So 5:40 to go here in the first half, and Covington leads 18-15. Shot off the backboard, sinks it. Alonze Alexander with the bucket makes it 20-15. Lady Lions. Here's Catherine Shooter. Taken away there by Stafford. Blossman. Oh! And that one loose, going the other way. Hannan takes it away. Standridge. Standridge losing the handle on it. Shooter pulls it in. Good ball movement from the Lady Hawks, and that one, the bucket goes. Riley O'Rourke makes it 20-17. Covington still with the lead with 4:30 to go here in the first half. Three-point attempt, drains it. Aaron Stafford. Oh, and she was just inside the arc. So 2-point makes it 22-17. And Tatum Benora with the bucket, 22-19. Covington leading. Blossman looking for an open teammate. There she finds Henry, tipped away. Henry gets it back. And Coach Singletary calls a timeout, so 3:55 to go here in the first half. And Covington leads 22-19. Throw in for Covington. Alexander with the inbounds. Shot up. Callahan off the mark. Shooter comes down with it. This one up to Dale off the mark, and Covington's going the other way. Joy Henry gets it to Blossman. Blossman. Pass tipped away by the Lady Hawks, and Amelia Standridge comes up with it, getting it to Shooter. Bounce pass to Banta, and they're going to get Banta with the travel. So Henry, the inbounds to Blossman. Blossman taking her time, bringing it up. Oh, swatted away, but out of bounds. That'll be Covington ball over there on the far sideline. Aggressive play there from Standridge, looking to take it away. But too much momentum going forward caused it to go out of bounds. 3:10 to go here in the first half. Covington leads 22-19. Hannan got a hand on that one, so it didn't get as much height as it should have. Banta blocking that one out of bounds. Alexander to inbounds. Looking to save it there, and let's see, Covington comes away. No, knocked loose once again. Hannan comes up with it. Here's Banta. Puts it up off the glass, but she'll head to the line to shoot as she's fouled. Banta's first shot off the mark. Second shot. Drains it. 22-20. Covington leading. With 2:38 to go here in the second period. Pass up to Alexander. Alexander pulls it away, gets it up to Blossman. Blossman to Callahan, and that one's knocked out. And that'll be Covington ball. As Rose Janke will throw this one in. Up, off the glass. Callahan puts it up. And yeah, Banta let that one go as it tipped off of Callahan. So 2:12 to go. 22-20. Covington leading. Here's Shooter. And that one tipped away by Alexander. It'll be Hannan ball. And Alexis Dale to throw this one in. Back to Dale. Dale double team has Standridge wide open for three, off the mark. And that'll be a jump ball. Dale to Standridge, drains the three, and gives Hannan the lead, 23-22. With a minute 48 to go. Janke out to Blossman. And let's see, are they... Foul called on Alexander. Shooter bringing this one up. Bounce pass up to Banta. Shot up. Off the mark from Benora. Out of reach of Blossman. Shooter gets it and going the other way. Shooter weaving through traffic, and that'll be a foul. So Shooter to the line. Sinks the first one. Subs come in for the Lady Lions. Second shot coming from Shooter. That one hits off the front edge of the rim. Dale comes away with it, though. Good hustle there from the Hawks. Bounce pass to Benora. And that one tipped out by Alexander. Puts it up, drains it. Tatum Benora, senior for the Lady Hawks, scoring there, making it 26-22. Hannan with the lead with 48 seconds to go before half. Long shot up, and that one saved by Callahan. Three-point attempt off the mark and out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Lady Hawks. Shooter bringing it up court, 30 seconds to go here before half. Standridge for three, off the mark. That called on Alexis Dale. And a sub coming in for Hannan as Riley O'Rourke checks in. Henry. Double teamed, looking to, she's trapped. And so Coach Singletary takes a timeout with 9 seconds to go here before half. Hannan leads 26-22. Coming out of the timeout, Covington to throw in, looking for an option, gets it up to Callahan. Callahan's fouled. That'll send Callahan to the line to shoot. First shot, drains it. Sarah Beth Hoover checking into the game for the Lady Hawks. Out comes Emily Moraine. Callahan's second shot sinks it. So 5 seconds to go here before half. Shooter bringing it up. Gets it out. And buzzer runs out before the shot gets off. So at the half, Hannan leads 26-24. Coming out of the half, Covington with the ball. This one quickly to Callahan. That one rims out and out of bounds, touched last by Banta. So it'll be Lion ball for a throw-in. Up off the glass, and Banta comes down with the rebound. Shooter. And you hear Hannan communicating down there. Good pass back to Shooter, and that'll be a foul called on Callahan. Standridge sinks her second three of the game. (29-24), Hannan leading. Three-point attempt off the mark. Callahan comes away with the rebound, looking to bank it off the glass. And Hannan comes down with it. A Shooter brings it up court. Shooter 6 points on the game so far, kicking it out to Dale for three. Dale's off the mark as Aaron Stafford comes down with it. Blossman over to Janke. Up to Callahan, and stuffed by Banta. Callahan able to come back with it, and the foul is called. Foul called on Benora. Will send Callahan to the line. Callahan, the sophomore, has 5 points on the game. Drains it. 6. 29-25. Hannan with the lead. Second one's off the mark. Bounce picked off. Going the other way by Dale. Here's Banta for the easy lay-in. 31-25. Hannan leading here in the third. Callahan for three. And Banta comes down with it. Shooter finds Standridge, and that out of bounds. Throw in from Stafford. Three-point attempt, too much on it. Over the rim. And that's a foul called on Banta. Oh, And that one taken away by Banta on the throw-in attempt. Banta got her arm in the way of it and lays it in coast to coast. 9 points on the night for Banta. And it's 33-25 Hannan. Foul called on Shooter. Inbounds coming from Alexander. Needs to find an option, gets it in to Janke. And going the other way are the Hawks. Shooter, bounce pass. And one for Alexis Dale. Dale 5 points on the night, looking to make it 6. But Hannan up by 10. Henry with the throw in to Blossman. Out to Stafford, and that'll be a foul. That one called on Amelia Standridge. So throw in coming from Stafford. Stafford finding Alexander. Alexander puts it up off the glass, off the mark, but Callahan with the putback goes. Shooter, long pass up to Moraine. Moraine finds Standridge. Standridge puts it up off the mark. Banta up and in. 11 points now for Banta. And we have a timeout on the floor as Hannan leads 37-27. Throw in from Blossman coming out of the timeout. Hannan leads 37-27. Blossman finds Stafford, and that one tipped up and away by Tatum Benora, the senior for Hannan High. Oh, and that's a double dribble called on Moraine. Joy Henry for the throw in. 4:25 to go here in the third period. Lay in goes. So Aaron Stafford, 9 points on the night. Double teamed as Covington's pressing. That one tipped away. Going the other way is Alexander. Alexander finds Blossman for the lay-in. Brooklyn Blossman, 5 points on the night, and we have a timeout on the floor. 3:55 to go here in the third. Hannan leads 37-31. Coming out of the timeout, Shooter with the long pass, getting around, and that one goes up and over the rim. Going the other way are the Lions as Stafford comes away with the rebound. Off the mark, tipped back. Henry comes up with it, gets it to Alexander. Callahan looking to put it back. Alexander, no, that hits out of bounds. So that will be a throw-in for the Lady Hawks. Oh, pass off the mark, got past Benora there. Henry into Blossman. Stafford up to Callahan, and she's fouled. So Callahan to the line, has 6 points on the night. So her team trails by 6, looking to shorten the gap. Sinks the first one. Sinks the second one. 8 points for Callahan, and it's 37-33. Hannan leading. This pass taken by Callahan. Going the other way is Hannan. Up and in. Sarah Beth Hoover came up with the loose ball. Center court was able to bring it up and put it in for 2. Here's Callahan. And a foul called there. (39-33) Hannan with 2:40 to go here in the third. First one's off the mark as Molly Banta checks back in for Hannan. That one rims out. Banta comes away with it. And that called on Alexander. So Hannan's ball. Dale to throw this one in. Here's Dale for 3. And hits off the side of the backboard. Going the other way are the Lady Lions. Here's Callahan. Callahan open for 3. Off the mark. And Alexander able to come away with it. Puts it up. And Banta comes away with the rebound. Two minutes to go here in the third. Hannan up 39-33. Here's Benora, 2 on her. And a 3-second violation called on Hannan. So Henry, inbounds pass. Pass over to Henry. Stafford coming away with it. Offensive rebound. Alexander. And here's Benora going the other way. Looking for an option, gets it to Shooter. Shooter looking for an option. To Banta. Off the mark. Covington comes away with it. Here's Callahan. Blossman puts up the 3. It's up the edge of the rim and out of bounds. I believe they're going to say it was touched by... No, they say Covington. Covington fans thought it was touched by Dale before going out of bounds. Under a minute to go here in the third. It's Hannan 39, Covington 33. 3-point attempt, Standridge. And Alexander comes down with the rebound. Blossman finds Callahan. And Callahan's fouled. Sinks the first one. 9 points on the night for Callahan. Second one doesn't go. Here's Banta. 35 seconds to go in the game. Shooter. That one tipped. Last touch by Benora. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Lions. Here's Callahan stuffed. Banta keeps it inbounds. And they're going to call a travel on Hannan. Coaches for Hannan were wondering, she was still dribbling, they were wondering how a travel was called there. So 7 seconds to go. Henry up Alexander. Alexander, and let's see, is the jump ball? No, they went to call the jump ball, but instead we go to the end of the third period with Hannan leading 39-34. Top of the final stanza, throw in from Alexis Dale. Pass over, wide open Standrich. Oh, Blossman, the hustle there. And that goes out of bounds. Couldn't quite haul it in after tipping it away, but good hustle there from the junior Blossman. Hannan leading 39-34 here in the fourth. Dale with the throw into Banta. Standrich back to Banta. Dumps it off, up, and Benora for two. Benora now 6 points on the night. Makes it 41-34. That one tipped away. That'll be Covington ball. Throw in coming from Aaron Stafford. And the push called on Henry. Benora wide open in front of her, runs it up off the mark, and Stafford comes down with it. Double teamed, and that'll be Lion ball bounced off of a Hannan player. Here's Brooklyn Blossman bringing it up court. That's a tongue twister there. And one for Alexis Dale. Free throw off the mark. Alexis Dale, 7 points on the night. Her team leads 43-34. Alexander reaching way up there. Up off the glass. Foul there, the push called on Shooter. So that'll send Callahan to the line once again. Callahan's free throw off the mark. And that looked to be out of bounds off of Dale. So it'll be a throw in from Alexander. tipped, but Covington comes away with it. Yep, that's going to be a foul. First shot, drains it. Subs coming in for Hannan. Riley O'Rourke checks in. O'Rourke 2 points on the night. Second one off the mark. This one up, Standrich. Gets it over to O'Rourke, and O'Rourke will be called with the travel. Blossman bringing it up court. So 6:03 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hannan leading 43-35, and that one off the mark. Moraine checking in as Banta comes out. Second shot coming, drains it. Alexander 7 points on the night. Oh, taken away by Blossman. No, a foul call. That foul called on Dale. Will send Blossman to the line to shoot. And the first one off the mark. Off the mark. Alexander up to Henry. And it'll be a throw in for Hannan. 5:47 to go here in the game. Here's Dale lofting it up. Bounce pass, up and in. Emily Moraine, 2 points. Makes it 45-36, Hannan. Blossman looking for an option to pass to as they set up the play. Alexander off the glass, off the mark. And that'll be Hannan ball as it's tipped out of bounds. So Benara to throw in. Needs an option. Looking for Dale. It's taken by Stafford. Stafford finds Blossman under the goal. Puts it up. She's fouled. Blossman off the mark on the first attempt. Second shot coming. Drains it. Blossman 6 points on the night. 45-36 Hannan. And there Dale just lost the handle on it. But it was touched by Stafford before going out of bounds, so Tatum Benora will throw it in. And there, tipped away. Aggressive play by Stafford, but last touching it, so it'll be another throw in for Hannan just further down the court. Benora looking for an option to throw it into. This one up, off the mark, and they're out of bounds. That'll be Covington ball for a throw in. Alexander wide open for 2. 9 points on the night for Alexander. Bounce pass is up, and that's a foul on Aaron Stafford. That'll be a throw in for the Lady Hawks. Tatum Benora to throw this one in. Here's Blossman. Up and in, Blossman. For 2. 8 points on the night for the junior. And Hannan will take a timeout as they lead 45-41 with 4:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dale to throw this one in. Coming out of the timeout, gets it into Shooter. Shooter back to Dale. Wow, good movement there. Bounce pass. Standrich under the basket, and Standrich is fouled. Subs coming in for the Lady Lions. Standrich goes to the line to shoot. Standrich 7 points on the night. Drains the first one. (46-41) Hannan. Standrich. That one banks off the rim. Alexander comes down with it. Here's a three-point attempt for the Lady Lions. Drains it. Amaya Bickham, a freshman for the Lady Lions, sinking the 3. This one to Benora. Bounce pass up. Standrich off the mark. Here's Callahan to Blossman. Going the other way quickly. Bounce pass. Here's Henry for 3. Off the mark, and Hannan takes it. Benora, plenty of room in front of her to bring it up court. So Shooter. Oh, Benora losing the handle on it. Falling down, and they're going to call the travel as she rocked back when she hauled it in. Henry inbounds to Blossman. Three-point attempt from the freshman again. Off the mark, but Callahan is there to get the rebound, dribbling around. Foul called, and that's called on Callahan. And we'll send Hannan to the line to shoot. It's Molly Banta to the line. That one off the mark. Alexander comes away with it. 3-point attempt from the Lady Lions, and foul is called. This time called on Bickham. So Benora to the line to shoot for the Lady Hawks. Covington's within 2. So looking to extend the lead. And Benora's off the mark. So pressed and bounced off of Standrich's leg. 46-44, Hannan leading. So this one's given to Blossman, and Covington looking to tie it up here. Or potentially, if they could get a 3, take the lead. Here's Alexander. Puts it up. And they're going to call her with a travel. Here's Banta. Shooter. Up, off the glass, and in. Wide open lane. 8 points on the night for Catherine Shooter. Alexander sinks it. 11 points for the junior. 48-46, Hannan. Over. Dale looking to kick it out. Shooter has Banta. Banta fouled. Foul called on Henry. Off the mark. Second shot coming for the freshman. Drains the second. 12 points for Molly Banta. Hannan 49-46 with 90 ticks to go. Oh, good hustle there by Covington, but Alexis Dale able to come up with it. Here's Shooter with the open lane, and that one hits under the rim, and Covington comes away with it. And that'll be a foul called on Hannan. So 59 seconds to go here in the fourth. And Rose Janke to the line to shoot for the Lady Lions. First one's off the mark. Second one up, drains it. And we have a timeout on the floor. 59 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And Hannan leads 49-47. Coming out of the timeout, a throw in for Alexis Dale. Over to Shooter. Up to O'Rourke. Looking for an option to pass to here, and that'll be a foul called on Rose Janke. Both teams in the double bonus. We usually talk about a foul party at the end of the game when you're trying to foul in a close game. This has been a foul party the whole night. And drains the second. O'Rourke now 3 points on the night. 50-47, Hannan leading here with 40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Alexander puts it up. Oh, just over the rim. Alexander gets her own rebound, and there it's taken away by Banta, and now taken away by Janke. Here's Bickham. Pass around. Henry for three. And the foul called there on Alexander. And that'll send Molly Banta to the line. First one's off the mark. Banta, second shot off the mark. That one looked like she rushed it a little. Here's Bickham, nearly taken away, and we have a foul called on Shooter. Covington to the line now. So 7 seconds to go. Here is Bickham at the line. Bickham drains the first one. And Hannan will take a timeout. 7 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And Hannan leads 50-48. So Bickham at the free throw line coming out of the timeout. Shoots this one, and Covington is within one. 50-49 here with 7 seconds left in the game. And that one that'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. 6 seconds to go. Bounce pass to Dale. And with 3 seconds left, Hannan calls a timeout. So it's 50-49. Hannan leading here in the fourth with 3 seconds remaining. So 3 seconds left on the clock. Hannan to inbound. They're up by 1, and a foul called on the Lady Lions will send Banta to the line. So Hannan leading 50-49. Banta makes it 51-49. Second one, drains it, 52-49. And Hannan takes a timeout with 3 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 3 seconds on the clock here. Need an option to throw it into. Gets it into Bickham. Bickham at the buzzer, off the glass. And Hannan wins it, 52-49. So let's send our thank yous to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Folse, our director of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, cameraman, editor, and coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams. So from Hubie Gallagher Gymnasium, where the Hannan Lady Hawks defeat the Covington Lady Lions 52-49. My name is Grant Yenny. Good night. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.